Welcome back to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. I would not forget to request you to bear with my voice. Now, the war and altercation between President Ruto and his deputy has taken a new twist. Both of them are going at each other's throat without mentioning their names. It started when William Ruto was in Nyanza, and he took that opportunity to assure the Nyanza residents that they are part and parcel of the government. And he told off Rigathi Gachagua with not very kind words that it is retrogressive in the politics of today to think that some people are non-shareholders simply because they didn't vote for you. And William Ruto was very categorical that Gachagua was wrong without mentioning his name. And Gachagua did not take those words kindly. And in a chat somewhere, Gachagua rebutted by saying unapologetically that he held the view that those who voted for them, those who believed in them, are the first and major shareholders who must be considered during appointments and dishing out of projects. And from there it was very clear that they were reading from different pages. And yesterday, Gachagua made it very clear that the reason why he did not follow William Ruto in Nyanza is because he was left behind to take care of their supporters in Rift Valley and in Central. And he explained to us that William Ruto had gone to fish and that he would give Gachagua all that he had fished to take care of. And he was very categorical that he was not going anywhere. He was going to remain in their strongholds. And he said that he was not very sure about the Nyanza support base.
Tunaunganisha Mount Kenya, tunaunganisha Rift Valley. Lazima tuunganishe. Kwani sisi ni wajinga? Sisi hapana wajinga. Rais tumekubaliana yeye ni kiongozi wa Kenya. Afanyie wa Kenya wote kazi kwa sababu wanalipa kodi. Aingie huko Nyanza pahali atakupigwa kura. Aende huko Kisii, aingie huko afanye kazi, akitafuta ile anaweza pata. Lakini ile ya ndani, ile yetu, ile tuko na hakika 100% yetu, mimi hiyo nachunga, hiyo nakaa kuchunga. Sababu kwetu wanasema usiwache 4 ukifuata ngapi? 8. Sasa tumekulia na rais, bwana wewe ni kiongozi wa Kenya. Wewe tembea ingia huko Nyanza, Kisumu, Siaya, Homa Bay. Tunakuombea Mungu akusaidie, ng'ang'ana. Uone ile unaweza pata. Lakini mimi wacha nikae hapa Nandi, Kericho, wapi, Nyeri, wapi. Ile yetu ile tuna hakika 100% hiyo mimi nichunge kabisa. Alafu ile rais atapata aniletee. Tuongeze pamoja. Si hiyo ni sawa sawa? Hapa mnataka nifuate rais huko? Si wacha mimi nikae hapa. Sasa si hapo huko. Sasa nyinyi mngekuwa na nani? Mimi kama ningemfuata huko, nyinyi mnawachwa na nani?
And William Ruto, having listened to his deputy, when the deputy said he was not going to move out, he was not going to join Ruto because he was taking care of them, and he listened to him as he criticized his boss very openly about the shareholding politics. And William Ruto moved very ruthlessly and organized for a cabinet meeting. And where was it to be? In Kisumu, the headquarters of Nyanza. And this move, if you ask me, was very intentional. Because if you look at the itinerary that was given, it was said that the president's program in Kisumu and second was as follows. At 8 a.m. he was going to assent to a privatization bill in Kisumu State Lodge. And that is something that he did. Then at 8:30, there will be a cabinet meeting also in Kisumu State Lodge. And then there was going to be commissioning of MV Uhuru at the Kisumu shipyard in Kisumu. Those three events, and especially fixing a cabinet meeting in Kisumu State Lodge, was very intentional, ladies and gentlemen, because there was no way Rigathi Gachagua was going to miss out on a cabinet meeting. He had said he was not going to go anywhere, but William Ruto wanted to humiliate him. Number one, to show him who the authority is, because in a cabinet meeting, it is chaired by the president, then the deputy president, and all the other ministers. He knew very well that Rigathi Gachagua was going to face a hostile ground, because of late, Rigathi has been talking ill of Raila Amolo Odinga, saying that he wants to be in the government through the back door. And so when the president insisted that there would be a cabinet meeting, because were it not for the meeting, maybe just signing the privatization bill, that does not, need Rigathi Gachagua. The commissioning of MV Uhuru did not really require his presence. But William Ruto had to fix something that Rigathi could not miss out, a cabinet meeting. And so he attended. And it was very, very hostile for Rigathi Gachagua. In fact, Rigathi was there earlier. He didn't even go to where Uhuru was. He waited for him in Kisumu. And then the time came when they were, launching the MV Uhuru. And William Ruto knew very well that Rigathi Gachagua was going to find it very easy witnessing the projects, especially this one of MV Uhuru, a very big ship in that shipyard, and he was not going to be very happy with it. Why? He has maintained severally that he does not support giving projects and appointments to people who did not vote for them. In fact, recently, Ruto appointed the former police spokesman into that is Charles Owino, to chair the Council of Kenya Institute of Mass Communication, when he relieved Kathleen Openda, the former KTN journalist, from that position. And then a few weeks later, he's in Nyanza. And William Ruto knew very well that his deputy was going to be very uncomfortable witnessing a project that had been initiated by Uhuru Kenyatta, and it was being perpetuated by the government. In fact, those who were in charge were the KDF. And he knew very well that this was going to be one of the very, very dark moments for Rigathi Gachagua. Because when you say that this is a government shareholding company, and Ruto invites you to see the commissioning of MV Uhuru, I mean, how do you think Rigathi Gachagua felt? And it was not enough there, ladies and gentlemen. When there is a government function, people expect that the deputy president would be there to welcome his boss. But this was not the case. Another very humiliating moment. William Ruto, in their program, had decided that Rigathi was not going to welcome him. And the general, that was General, I think, Otieno, is the one who read some keynote speech there about what they had done, how the project was done, was accomplished in a timely, within the timeline, with the allocated budget. And he took that opportunity to invite the president to give his speech when the deputy president was there.
Your Excellency, sir, it is now my distinct honor to invite you to deliver your keynote address. Thank you once again for gracing with us your presence on this momentous occasion.
Thank you very much. Please, let's take our seats. Thank you very much, General Otieno. This is a salient milestone in our historic journey.
And many might argue that it was an event and this project was being undertaken by the military, and that is why he gave an opportunity to the military to welcome him. But that is not the case. This was a government function, ladies and gentlemen. And it was very clear that Rigathi did not want to be here. So maybe he was being told, in the first case, you didn't want to be here, so you don't have any right to recognize, to invite me. And let me tell you, Rigathi is slowly, if he's slowly losing his position. He can be there, like he said earlier, that they are joined at the hip and they cannot be separated, simply to mean that they were voted together, and Ruto has no mandate and authority to kick him out. But he will remain there as a flower girl, because this was humiliation. If William Ruto wanted, he would have allowed the deputy president to invite him to talk, but that didn't happen. And that's why I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, it was a very dark day for Rigathi Gachagua, and William Ruto took this battle to another higher notch to show him who the boss is.